Yo, what's up everybody, man? So I told y'all I'm gonna have a couple videos coming out for you right now. And in this video, man, I wanna talk about the word hypergamy. I know a lot of you guys probably heard it thrown around here and there. You probably hear the word all over these, these red pill circles. It's being thrown around, hypergamy. So what is hypergamy? In this video, I'm gonna break down what it actually is, where it comes from, how it shows up in modern relationships, how it affects you as a man, and most importantly, how to navigate it without losing your peace or your purpose. And before I continue, yes, hypergamy is real, but it only becomes a problem if you don't know how to move. But let's get right into it. So let's start with what is hypergamy and why it exists. So the definition of hypergamy, the actual definition, I'm going to read this here for you. Hypergamy is a woman's natural instinct to choose the highest value partner she can secure, emotionally, socially, financially, or physically. Now, it don't mean she's a gold digger now. It just means that she biologically wired, right, to seek safety, provision, and strong genes. So that's pretty much the definition of hypergamy. Now, where does it come from? Let's look at it from like an evolutionary standpoint. So thousands of years ago, like way back in the day, women had to align themselves with the strongest man possible to protect themselves and their children. For instance, if you lived in a village, and you didn't pick the right guy that didn't know how to hunt or to fight, you might starve for the winter, or someone might invade your village and he might not be able to protect you and bad things might happen. So over the course of time, women have been naturally programmed to seek the most capable, most resourceful male possible. It's like a mechanism inside of them, and that instinct hasn't disappeared. If anything, over time it just evolved. Now, instead of it just being the ability to hunt, physical protection and wild animals, is resources, is status, is influence, is masculine leadership, is your capability to navigate the modern world as a man. Before it was spares and tents and bringing home a deer. Now is Lamborghinis, skyscrapers, and ribeye steaks. At the end of the day, it's just the man that's most capable to protect and provide. That's really what it boils down to. Now, because of hypergamy, a lot of men feel like they're not being chosen by women. But here's the thing, you can't take it personal. You could either fight against it, or you could use it and you could rise above it. As a man, you should be on your purpose. You should be trying to be as successful as you could possibly become in all facets of your life. You should be trying to get your body, your health. You should be trying to be physically the strongest that you could be, the strongest looking that you could look. Financially, you gotta try and get your wealth up as best as you can. You're trying to be as financially stable as possible. Intellectually, mentally, you're trying to be as equipped and capable and as experienced as possible. Socially, you're trying to elevate yourself to the highest status possible that you can in your social space. You want to be on your purpose, locked in, and driven. You want to be the best version of yourself, because that is going to make you the most competitive in this dating market. It is going to increase the chances of hypergamy being used in your favor rather than against you. The problem is that most men out here want the results of being a successful man without actually putting in the work to become a successful man. And it just don't work like that. It never has. In the caveman days, you had to be strong, you had to learn how to hunt, you had to have qualities, skills, and resources. It has not changed. It's just the qualities, skills, and resources, the playing field's different. But it has not changed, and it will not change. So you either can fight it, or you can accept it and use it to your advantage. You could use that same hypergamy to your advantage. Now here's the thing, in today's world, right, you probably asking, what does it look like when hypergamy shows up in a relationship or a situation? This is what it look like. Sometimes you have a girl with a guy, right? They're in a relationship, and all of a sudden she starts making more money than him and she leaves him. Another way that he shows up is the man that she chooses to be with is the man that leads her. He doesn't submit to her. He doesn't play the nice guy with her. Another way that you see hypergamy in action is that women tend to be drawn to men that other women want. They're attracted to the men that the other women are attracted to. Another way it show up is that she'll upgrade to a new partner every time her options expand. Let's say you had a girl that might not have been in the best shape, and then all of a sudden she hit the gym or she gets surgery or whatever, and then she start, she snatch. All of a sudden now she stopped dating these type of dudes and she started dating these type of dudes because her options expanded. All of these different ways is how hypergamy show up in today's society. Let's say you're dating a woman, right? And everything seems to be going great. You start showing inconsistency or weakness and you start slacking off, and then boom, you lose your job, and then all of a sudden her vibe change. She starts to seem unsure or like she needs space. That right there, that's hypergamy responding to your decline. She's seeing your status go down, so that's how hypergamy kicking in. And sometimes ain't even things that you doing necessarily. It could just be on her end. Like, you know, like let's say she have a social media page and then boom, her page just blow up for whatever reason, and then she get hundreds of thousands of followers, and then she have all kind of celebrities in her DM and athletes, or like, you know, let's say her career take off and she makes partner or whatever. Her status increase, her options increase. In her eyes, her status increasing, but yours is staying the same. You know, it changes her perceived value of you. Another thing that a trigger, man, is sometimes man they just get too comfortable. They man get comfortable with them and girls. They man stop leveling up. They man stop hitting the gym. They man feel like, you know what, I in the relationship, I gonna have this relationship forever. And they just kind of get lazy and complacent, or they become too predictable or too needy. All of these things just set out the alarms in her mind, and they trigger her hypergamy. At the end of the day, she's not gonna want to feel like her status is above yours. She's gonna naturally want to feel like she's with the best option that she can be with at a given time. That's how hypergamy works in them, and it ain't necessarily a bad thing. You know, it's for their protection. It's for their safety. This is how they're wired, to make sure that the person they're with is the best option they could be with. If they have a kid with this person, that kid has the highest likelihood and chance of success and survival. It's a genetic, biological instinct that's wired into them. I don't get why you're saying twisted enough. Me is saying to be paranoid and worry like, oh my God, what if my wife get a promotion or my girlfriend get a better job? Or, this isn't about being paranoid. This is just about being aware. Not every woman will leave you when things get hard or if they get in a better situation. But hypergamy will test the type of man you are when that pressure hits. And like I say, it's not about being paranoid or feeling like there's some kind of uncontrollable force in nature that you can't stop. I don't want you to be out there scared, thinking that like, yo, you gotta keep your girl down, or you can't even help uplift her. Nah, it's not about that. You have to focus on being the best man that you can be, being the best version of yourself, and you also have to be aware that when these types of situations do happen and the pressure hits, you have to be able to handle it. You have to be prepared for it. So I just want to make you aware. Like I said, don't be paranoid, don't go tripping. Don't go over there and, you know, call your girl job and be like, yo, listen, man, I catch her sleeping, man. I catch her, you know, don't make her get fired just thinking like, yo, you need to keep her down. Nah, like, you want your partner to be up. You want to go with each other. You want to be the best. You don't want to bring each other down. This is not about that. So please don't take what I'm saying. Yo, Tony said, TBL said, if she passes me, she's going to leave. Nah, I'm not saying that, bro. That's not what I'm saying. So don't be out here paranoid. Okay, pay attention. There is a way to navigate hypergamy without bitterness or fear or paranoia. Here's the key mindset that you need to develop. You don't beat hypergamy by complaining. You beat it by becoming the man that she does not want to lose. And not just become that man, you need to stay that man. In your life, you need to constantly be trying to level up yourself. And don't do it for her. Do it for you. You should want to always be the best version of yourself. You should always want to be the best man that you could be. You should always be trying to level up in life. Life is to be lived. Life is to fulfill purpose. Life is to fulfill your destiny. You should be chasing purpose. You should be chasing your destiny always. So, you ain't doing it for her. You're doing it for you. And the side effect is that she benefits from it. What you should be focused on? Purpose first. Your mission in life comes before your relationship. A woman should enhance your life, not become your life. And like I said before, the growth never stops. You should always be leveling up. You don't have to be big levels. You should small growth. You know, you learn something new, get a little bit better in the gym, get a little promotion at your job, make a little bit more money. You know, big level ups, great, small, but you should always be leveling up. Growth never stops. Never stop evolving, never stop growing. Financially, mentally, physically, hypergamy will punish stagnation. Don't stand still. That's when the hypergamy will bite you in the ass. Another thing that you have to do is you need to lead with your frame. Lead with your masculine frame. You should always be setting the tone in your relationship. Don't tolerate or reward disrespect. Don't chase these girls. And don't compromise your boundaries and your values for validation from anybody. Another thing that you'll get a lot of pushback for is options matter. I'm not saying that you have to have women out here so that you could cheat. But you need to know that if she disrespects you, you could confidently walk away knowing that there's options out there. You have to have an abundance mindset. Actually, that's a better way to put it. You need to have an abundance mindset. At the end of the day, you can't be thinking that this is the only girl, your one all, end all, be all, if she out here disrespecting you and treating you like shit. You need to be able to walk away and confidently know that there's more fish in the sea. At the end of the day, women gonna respect men with standards, not the one out here begging for love and needy and begging for a relationship. And the last mindset you need to develop, man, is that you good with her or you good without her. Not to be cold or to be petty or to be playing games and none of that stuff. It's just to have the mindset right there. Her actions, they don't affect your self-worth. No matter what she do, she come, she go, you stay going regardless. Look, at the end of the day, hypergamy is real. It is a real thing. Don't let none of these people out there tell you it's not. It is real. But It's not a reason to hate women or check out of dating and just completely take yourself out the game because you feel like it's impossible out here and you just can't have no level of success. That's a lazy mindset. Hypergamy is just part of the game. You ever heard the game that they're talking about? That's the game that they're talking about right there. The game is hypergamy. The sooner that you could accept this, the easier it's going to be for you. The sooner you will stop trying to control the rules of the game and start actually trying to play the game to win. You gotta be the man that upgrades himself, levels himself up so consistently, she's afraid to lose you, not the other way around. Honestly, bro, if she does leave you because of hypergamy, you were never meant to shrink for someone else's approval anyways, bro. Not just to attract her or attract other women, but to respect yourself. And if you do these things, hypergamy doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you because you're not focused on it. You're focused on what you need to be focused on, and that's building yourself up to be the best that you can be. The right woman will fit into your life and your lifestyle and become a complement to your life. So I hope this answered the question as to what is hypergamy and is it real and how do I navigate it and deal with it in today's society. Hope this video was helpful, man. If you or someone you know is going through a situation and you could use my help, I do offer one-on-one coaching. The link will be in the description. Also, if you have a question or a topic or a situation that you would like me to respond to, shoot me an email. Until the next one, man, it's TBL to the wall. Follow me on our platform. You've done
to the world. Yeah, hear me now. TBL, them can't stop with. Can't hold me down. Enough of them a pray for lightning shock with. And we see we lifeless, but the ground so we